What's up to all you flat belly heifers out there? It's your girl Angie Eyes in the building once again. Yes, I know. My hands are ashy, I know, and it's been a long time since we've seen each other, since we've had a chance to chat, and that's okay. So today's video is going to be a little different. I have not given you guys a weight loss update in a while. I have not, but we only got about 13 days left in this month. Let me see. Where are we at? We at today. Oh, today's the 18th. Ooh, we only got 12 days left in this month. Sips tea. Hold on for a second. Alright guys, sorry for that interruption anyway. I would just wanted to greet you guys and let you know that I haven't forgotten about you, and this is not going to be a weight loss update because I don't do my updates until the end of the month, and that's only if I make the goal that I set for myself. But if I don't make the update then once I meet that goal, then I'll definitely let you guys know about it. This is for the long haul. This is a journey where you do the work, you lose the weight, and you look back and say, man, it's only been like 3 months and I've lost this much in 3 months, or it's been a year and I've lost this much in a year. I feel that it's better for me that way. When I was giving you guys updates all of the time, I think it was just overkill. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the reason for this video. You guys, I got my first internet troll. Like, I had somebody look at one of my videos from last summer, and then they said some pretty, I thought it was funny. It was really rude, but I thought it was funny. I'm not gonna tell you guys what was said, but if you want to go and look back through my videos to find that comment, then go ahead. Or if you're the one who left that comment underneath or whatever, yeah, this is to you. I'm not gonna say anything rude or mean or crazy. I'm gonna give you a different perspective about how I think. Now, when I saw what I saw last night, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, like, I started, at first it caught me off guard, and I'm like, wow, people really say stuff like this to people that they don't know. And then I'm like, you know what? It's the internet. People are going to troll you. People are going to say some really nasty things about you or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to know yourself and to love yourself enough to brush it off. Now, when I thought about it this morning, y'all, I woke up laughing because I'm like, I can't believe that somebody would say something like that. The stuff was funny. I'm not even going to lie. I thought it was hilarious. And then I just started thinking, like, man, if I was easily offended, or if I was insecure, then those comments would have really, they could have really hurt me. Like, they could really hurt me. But I'm not, so it didn't have that effect on me or whatever. So I guess they don't like my teeth. But guess what? They're my teeth. They're my teeth. See, we live in a world now, like, if somebody says, you know what, your nose is ugly, a person is going to go run to a surgeon and fix their nose. Or if they say, you know what, you're fat, a lot of people will run to a surgeon to get gastric bypass, will get the sleeve, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or they would get liposuction, right? And if they say, you know what, you have bad teeth, then somebody will go to a dentist and maybe they'll get veneers or Invisalign or something. I want to tell you a little bit about me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for a long time of my life, for a really long time of my life, I was always insecure about my teeth. I couldn't even look at myself smile. I never took any pictures of me smiling. And I didn't because I felt like really insecure about my gap. But then I had to think about it, like, why are you insecure about something that you were born with? Right? I feel like God made me in his image, right? So the way that he molded me is perfect to him, right? So if it's perfect to him, who am I to say any different, right? Just because you have the ability to change something, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will. Now, I mean, I've seen people, so in social media, I've seen people over social media who will go and make these alterations to their body, listening to what other people say and how they'll be dissatisfied and how they'll feel so ugly inside. And then they keep altering themselves until they don't even recognize themselves anymore. And then maybe they think to themselves, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. Me, I'm not one of those people. Like, yeah, I haven't always been secure about my teeth, but at the same time, I didn't design my teeth. The Lord did. I didn't. I didn't make them. I didn't choose them. I didn't put them in my mouth. And I have all of them. Yes. Like, while you're talking about my teeth, I have all of my teeth. While you're talking about my gap, I have all of my teeth. I have a gap, yes. And my teeth are strong and they're healthy. And matter of fact, the last time I went to the dentist, when I was telling him, or a couple of years ago when I went to a dentist for, my 6-month checkup, and I was just telling him, like, I think I want to get my gap fixed. And he just was saying that because of how my teeth are designed, it wouldn't be an easy process. He told me that he told me that I thought braces would fix it. And then he was like, braces is not, I mean, you could do braces, but we would probably have to break your jaw. We will have to realign your teeth and wire your mouth shut for a little while to get them to line up correctly. And then after we did that, then we would put braces on. Who the heck want to go through all of that? I don't want to go through all of that. It's not worth it. So, I mean, I'm like, I'm just going to leave them alone or whatever. And then, like, I lost my mom almost 10 years ago. And my mom, she had a gap between her teeth. My son, he has a gap between his teeth. And so when I looked in the mirror one day, I just like took a good look at myself. And then when I looked, I saw my mother looking back at me. And you know what? When I saw her looking back at me, I thought to myself, my God, she's beautiful. And then I saw that she was me. And then I'm like, you know what? I am beautiful. See, I don't need you to think that I'm cute. I don't need you to think that I'm beautiful. I don't need you to think that I'm attractive. I don't need that from anybody at all. The only person that needs to validate me and make me feel good about myself is me, because I have good self-esteem. My gosh. And if you had good self-esteem, then it wouldn't concern you like how I looked or how my smile was. It wouldn't bother you at all. I feel like you might be an insecure person. I feel like you got to be an insecure person to post something like what you said. Again, I'm not going to go over that with you, but you got to be an insecure person to say something like that. And I've said rude things. I thought rude things about people before. I'm not going to lie, but I've never been rude enough to say it to them or whatever, just because, like, that's just my opinion. And it doesn't matter. And then I check those thoughts, like, who are you to judge or to say this or to say that about the next person? And that's something that I've been working on. It wasn't always that way. Now, I remember a time in my life, if you would have said something like that, I would have done everything in my power to find you. And, I would have been like, say it to my face, and we would have, yeah, it wouldn't have been any words exchanged. It would have been physical, and it would have gotten physical fast. I'm not even going to lie. But I'm not that person anymore. I'm glad that God has allowed me to mature over the years, which is really hard because some people still don't mature. And then, too, when I think about the person who said what they said, you don't see any pictures of them. All you see is their name and a letter. So you're cowardly hiding behind social media, and you're posting these ignorant and rude comments, which you have the right to do. But why don't you go ahead and show who you are so we can post rude and nasty and ignorant comments about you? At least that's what the petty part of me will say. But the more mature part of me will say, like, it doesn't matter. Say what you want to say. It's not going to affect me. And then they also talked about, like, if you're a person that loves yourself, that you wouldn't allow yourself to get heavy. And what I want to say to that is, in life, you really go through things. I don't think anybody wakes up and says, you know what, today I want to overeat and I want to go ahead and get fat. And you know what? A lot of people that are heavy, they don't even overeat. It's just that they have like a low metabolism and they're not very active. So whatever they do eat, it sticks to them. It's easier for me to gain weight than it is for me to lose weight. It takes a lot of effort for me to lose weight. If I stop working towards my weight loss for even 4 days and just eat, and not even eat a lot, but just eat 3 meals throughout the day, then I'm gonna gain weight, and that's just how my body is, and I know that about me. But I also want to say, like, life happens and people go through stuff. Like, instead of telling a person that they should be ashamed of themselves for letting themselves get that big, maybe you should ask a person, like, what did you go through that made you want to seek the comfort of food? Because me, I ate because it made me feel good. I've had a lot of days in my life where I was depressed, and I made a lot of videos about that. And me, like, I didn't start gaining weight. I mean, I was well over 25 when I started gaining a lot of weight. And it was due because my weight gained because of my father passing away, that I ate and put on some extra weight. And then I found out that my husband then was cheating and made a baby with another woman. That made me put on some weight. That contributed to my weight gain. A little while after that, one of my favorite cousins passed away, and she asked me to look after her infant child that she had, like literally 3 months before she passed away. And when she passed away, 2 weeks later, that infant passed away, and I felt bad because I let the infant go with the father, and I didn't fight to keep the infant. And so that contributed to it. And then my biggest weight gain came from my mother passing away. Like, when my mother passed away, I put on probably about 80 pounds after she was in. Over the past 8 years, I literally put on about 80 pounds. And that was because I was really depressed, trying to figure it out, trying to deal with it. So that's why I gained weight. I'm not going to say I was born fat, I was a heavy kid, because those are lies. It wasn't that. It was just that the traumas of life that I went through contributed to me falling into depression, contributed to me, seeking comfort from food, from fried foods, from cookies and chips and ice creams, just everything that you can have, as long as is in moderation, as long as you do it in a healthy context. But that wasn't the case for me. And one day when I woke up out of my depression, I looked at myself and I didn't recognize myself. And I thought to myself, then I need to go ahead and change that. But I mean, I'm not giving you an explanation, but I just want you to know that in life people go through things. And I hope that when it's your turn to go through the traumas of life, that you turn to something other than food. And I don't know, maybe you got a food addiction yourself, and maybe you could be 600 pounds. I don't know. I don't know what it is, because I don't know what you look like. Or, I mean, maybe you could have an addiction to alcohol, or maybe you can be a drug addict, or maybe you could be a shopaholic. I mean, maybe you can be a sex addict. There's so many things that we can be addicted to. So I don't know. So hopefully you're healthy. And hopefully you're loving and kind, but you're not, because the comment that you left was pretty nasty. So, yeah, I don't know, but maybe you should try to inspire somebody and give them words of encouragement to pick them up. I mean, I don't know. I honestly think it's somebody that I may know personally that's hiding behind social media or whatever. And if that's the case, that in God's time, it'll be revealed to me, because things are always revealed to me. But I'm not even going to worry about it. But I will say, thank you for your view. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for a good laugh, because it was funny. And thank you for giving me the opportunity once again to share my story with others. And to you who are on a weight loss journey, I understand. I don't know what you went through, but I commend you for taking steps, the necessary steps needed in order to get better and to get some of the weight off. And for you, I'm actually under 300 pounds now. Thank you so much. Not that it matters, but when I made that video, it was last summer, and I have been trying to lose weight for a while, and it's actually working for me now. So I'm feeling good about that, and I thank God for making me the person that I am and giving me the ability to love myself now, because it wasn't always the case, man. I mean, depression is the worst thing in the world, in my opinion. I mean, because of the stress that go along with it, the anxiety that go along with it, the insecurity that go along with it, and I'm sure many people who suffer with depression have suicidal thoughts. I mean, I did occasionally, but that love, that spirit within me just wouldn't allow me to do anything like that to endanger myself. But then you think about like obesity, like you're making yourself unhealthy, but when you're doing it you're not realizing it, but all it is an addiction, and it's a strong addiction, and it takes a lot of work to break that addiction. But I believe that we all can do it, but we just have to get to the point where we want to. So it's not where you've been, it's where you're going, and when you get there, just smile and be happy. So yeah, this video has been long enough. So thank you, flat belly huffers, for tuning in. Yes, I miss you guys or whatever, and I will talk to you guys soon.